For students who are considering taking a gap year and have some extra time on their hands, can you give us some advice on the best ways to use that time in order to continue to keep them on the path that they have been working toward?
Well, a lot of students who take uh, time off in the traditional sense, the gap year, have some idea of what they'd like to do. You know, the normal times, if you will, that gap year might have included an extensive cross-cultural experience, maybe a travel into another region or another country just to see the world, if you will. It might have included some volunteer work in the local community or some other part of the country. The challenge here is to find those opportunities for service and self-enrichment, oftentimes at home. Now, the good news is you've got the benefit of the internet, and you have a lot of resources that you can use and access that way. But there may be also some opportunities, for example, to take courses at a community college, possibly in person on a community college campus or online through the community college. And the point there is not necessarily to get your degree at the community college, but is to keep your mind active academically. If you do choose to take community college courses, you want to perhaps check with the college that you've otherwise enrolled at to see how they will respond to the community college course. And community college courses aren't going to cost as much as for perhaps a course at a college or university, but you know, if you're going to pay $500 or $1,000 for a community college course, you'd like to know that maybe that credit's going to be worth something when you go back to your four-year college. You can get involved with community service. You know, in my own community, it was just recently announced that the school district would be offering only online instruction for the fall. So the school district and the instructors are reaching out to the community for resources. You know, can you contribute time? Can you contribute money? There's certainly going to be a lot of need for resources to support online learning, including technology. So, but I want to go back to the conversation about maybe working within your community. If a community has decided to go online, consider possibly becoming a mentor. And think about this: you're the big kid on the block, and there are going to be a lot of younger students in your neighborhood, in your community, in your school district, who are now being dislocated from what they always knew to be true in education, the in-classroom situation. And a lot of them are going to struggle even more so than a 17 or 18-year-old will struggle with college online, but they're going to struggle, and their attention spans are short. So what you might want to do is volunteer with your local school district or a local school district to see if there's anything you can do with teachers to reach out to young people and kind of help them with assignments while they're not quote unquote in class or online in class. But be available to younger kids and help to give them some encouragement and support and some structure in the work that they're doing. I think that this potentially could be a big deal in helping to keep a lot of younger students on cycle, if you will, with the learning process for them. And I think it's easier for an 18-year-old to step away from education and then come back to it 6 months or a year later than it is for an 8-year-old to do that. And then your heightened interest, your ability to connect with the young people and to help them through this time, whether it's side by side in person or even online, can be really powerful for that young person.